Welcome back to Giant Redwood, the home of raw power and unstoppable machines. From roaring chainsaws to massive loaders and grinders, every second here is packed with action. Stay tuned, because the heavy-duty show starts right now. Hey everyone, welcome back to Giant Redwood. How are you all doing today? I hope your week has been going well. Before we jump into the action, I'd love to check in with you and get your thoughts. What kind of machine do you enjoy watching the most here on the channel? Do you prefer the raw power of chainsaw slicing through massive logs, the precision of sawmills turning timber into planks, or the unstoppable force of grinders and loaders moving tons of wood? Your comments let me know exactly what you want to see more of. So, drop your answers down below. Don't forget to hit that like button if you're excited for today's video, and subscribe if you haven't already. Every bit of interaction helps this community grow, and I really enjoy hearing from all of you. Alright, let's fire up the machines and get started. The sawmill roars back to life, this time with even larger timber being rolled onto the carriage. Each log is positioned carefully by hydraulic arms, the operator making tiny adjustments to ensure straight alignment. Then the blades engage, biting in with a sharp screech as bark and chips fly. The transformation is instant from raw trunk to square timber in just moments. Now the machine shifts into continuous production mode. Conveyors hum as log after log is fed forward, each one stripped, sliced, and broken down with unrelenting rhythm. Massive circular saws rip beams into thick slabs, while vertical band saws glide through with cleaner, more delicate cuts. It's raw force combined with precision heavy steel tearing through wood, guided by lasers and sensors to minimize waste. The air is thick with the smell of fresh cut pine and oak. Sawdust falls in clouds, carried by extraction systems into silos where it will later fuel biomass plants or be pressed into particle board. Every byproduct is collected, every piece of wood given purpose. Even the bark stripped away is stored for mulch and ground cover. Nothing is wasted. Further down the line, secondary saws refine the beams into planks. Each pass makes the board smoother, more uniform, ready for sorting. Lasers scan each piece, checking width and thickness, while automatic sorters divert lumber into separate piles. High-quality boards are stacked neatly for furniture and flooring. Structural pieces are bundled for construction. Efficiency is the key here, maximizing usable wood while reducing time and effort. For 8 minutes straight, the process repeats: feed, cut, refine, stack. It's a cycle that turns hundreds of tons of raw forest timber into perfectly cut lumber, ready for industry. Watching the sawmill in motion feels like witnessing a living machine, an industrial ecosystem where every moving part has a role, and every cut counts. The sawmill continues its relentless pace. After the planks are cut and sorted, they are moved toward the drying and finishing stages, crucial steps that determine the quality and durability of the final product. Fresh boards are stacked with careful spacing to allow airflow, then loaded into massive kilns. Inside, temperature, humidity, and circulation are precisely controlled. Over several days, moisture is slowly removed until the wood reaches the ideal balance, dry enough to resist warping, yet strong enough to hold shape for years. Fans hum, steam vents release, and sensors constantly adjust conditions to keep the drying process consistent. Once dried, the boards pass through planing machines. Rotating blades shave away rough edges, smoothing the surfaces and trimming each piece to exact dimensions. The rough, heavy slabs from earlier now look sharp, uniform, and ready for practical use. The difference is striking. What entered as a raw log now leaves as refined timber. Next comes grading and packaging. Laser scanners and human inspectors work side by side, checking for knots, cracks, and imperfections. High-grade lumber is bundled for furniture and flooring, while structural-grade boards are packaged for building frameworks, roofs, and bridges. Automated stackers strap the bundles together, and forklifts load them onto waiting trucks. By this stage, the sawmill has completed a full transformation from tree to finished product. Every part of the log has been used. Boards, chips, bark, and sawdust all have a purpose. The result is an efficient cycle where powerful machines and skilled operators turn raw forest resources into the building blocks of modern life. The sawmill doesn't slow down after drying, planing, and grading. The next phase focuses on final preparation and shipping. Forklifts move the strapped bundles of lumber into storage yards, where rows upon rows of timber wait under covered sheds. Each stack is labeled with size, grade, and destination, ensuring traceability from forest to final use. Some of the highest quality boards are wrapped in protective film to guard against moisture during transport, while structural lumber is stacked in open bundles for immediate delivery to construction sites. From here, logistics takes over. Heavy trucks back into the yard, trailers lined with steel frames ready to carry tons of wood. Operators load the bundles carefully, balancing weight for stability on the road. Straps are tightened, checks are made, and soon the trucks roll out towards sawmills, warehouses, and international ports. The story of each log is now complete. A tree felled in the forest, transformed by blades and technology, dried and refined into a usable product, and shipped to become homes, furniture, flooring, and countless other essentials of daily life. In this cycle, nothing is wasted. Sawdust fuels energy plants, bark becomes mulch, and chips feed paper mills. The sawmill proves itself as more than just a place where wood is cut. It's a hub of transformation, connecting natural resources to modern industry with efficiency and precision. The wheel loader rumbles forward, but instead of a bucket or gravel, it's carrying a massive spinning disc fitted with heavy steel teeth. This is no ordinary attachment, it's a stump-clearing wheel, built to rip through roots and tear apart obstacles buried deep in the ground. As the operator lowers the disc onto a stubborn stump, the hydraulics engage. The wheel begins to spin with incredible force, and in seconds, steel teeth bite into the wood. Chips fly, roots snap, and the once solid stump is shredded into fragments. What would take hours of manual labor is reduced to just moments of raw mechanical power. Watch how the loader uses its weight and leverage. The front end presses down hard, while the disc carves deep into the earth. Roots hidden under layers of soil are chewed apart one by one. Even tangled networks that once anchored the tree are no match for the combination of hydraulic pressure and rotating steel. Efficiency is the key. Each pass clears ground wider and deeper, leaving behind a field of loosened soil and shredded wood. Instead of dragging stumps out whole, this method breaks them into pieces that can be easily gathered or left to decompose naturally. For forestry, land clearing, or construction, this approach saves enormous amounts of time and fuel. After just a few minutes of work, what looked like an immovable barrier is gone. The ground is open, flat, and ready for the next stage, whether it's replanting, road building, or preparing a site for heavy construction. The loader and its stump clearing disc prove that with the right tool, even the toughest parts of the forest can be conquered quickly and efficiently. The Pezzoletto 1300 to 1500 is a true powerhouse in the world of industrial wood chipping. Standing tall with its massive rotor system, this machine is engineered to transform the largest logs, stumps, and forestry residue into high-quality wood chips with relentless efficiency. As the feed rollers engage, watch how entire trunks are pulled into the machine. The wide feet opening and aggressive hydraulic rollers mean no pre-cutting is needed. Bulky timber, twisted branches, and even root balls disappear inside with ease. Then the giant rotor takes over, spinning with tremendous force. Its heavy blades bite deep, slicing wood into uniform chips in seconds. The roar of the engine and the steady stream of chips shooting out the chute show the raw power at work. What makes the 1300 to 1500 remarkable is its adaptability. Operators can adjust chip size depending on the final use, from small particles for biomass plants to larger chips for pulp and board production. The control system automatically regulates feed speed, preventing overload and keeping the machine running smoothly even under extreme load. Durability is built into every component. The reinforced steel frame, high-strength bearings, and wear-resistant blades allow the chipper to run for long shifts without faltering. Cooling systems prevent overheating, while easy-access panels make maintenance straightforward. This combination of raw power and smart design means the Pezzoletto can keep working day after day in the harshest conditions. Beyond its strength, the chipper plays a critical role in sustainability. By processing forestry residues and waste wood into biomass fuel, it turns what might have been discarded into a renewable energy source. Bark, branches, and offcuts all find new purpose, reducing waste and supporting a circular economy. After minutes of operation, the efficiency becomes clear. Piles of logs vanish into the machine, replaced by neat mountains of chips ready for transport. Trucks line up beside it, their trailers filling quickly with the output. This is industrial-scale processing at its finest, fast, precise, and built for the demands of modern forestry and energy production. The Pezzoletto 1300 to 1500 isn't just a machine. It's a symbol of heavy-duty engineering combining raw strength, advanced hydraulics, and intelligent control systems. In the field, it saves time, reduces waste, and produces exactly what industry needs. From forest floor to finished chip, it handles every stage with unstoppable power and precision. The Petzolado 1300 to 1500 doesn't just handle logs, it transforms the entire workflow of a forestry operation. In traditional logging, workers needed multiple machines and many hours to break down timber and clear residue. Here, one machine steps in and takes over the bulk of the work, pulling in whole trees and producing consistent chips in a continuous stream. From the operator's cab, everything is designed for control and comfort. Wide glass panels provide clear visibility of the infeed, while electronic controls allow precise adjustments to the rollers and rotor speed. A digital screen monitors fuel consumption, chip size settings, and even maintenance alerts. Despite the size and complexity of the chipper, the operator manages it with the ease of a single joystick. Safety is always at the forefront. Emergency stop systems are placed around the machine, and the infeed rollers can be reversed instantly if a jam occurs. Heavy guarding protects moving parts, ensuring the operator and ground crew stay safe even during intense shifts. It's a machine designed not only to perform, but to protect the people working alongside it. The productivity is staggering. A steady stream of wood chips pours from the discharge chute, filling trucks in minutes. Trailer after trailer lines up beside the machine, loaded to capacity and heading off to energy plants or mills. What once took days of manual handling now happens in hours, all thanks to the raw, unrelenting performance of the Petzolado 1300 to 1500. Beyond the immediate efficiency, the environmental benefits are clear. By converting waste into fuel, the machine helps reduce reliance on fossil energy. It ensures that every tree harvested is used to its fullest potential, aligning forestry work with the growing demand for renewable energy and sustainable practices. Standing beside the machine, it's impossible not to feel its presence. The roar of the rotor, the constant feed of timber, and the endless shower of wood chips create a scene of controlled chaos. Yet within that noise and power lies precision, efficiency, and purpose. The Petzolado 1300 to 1500 isn't just a chipper, it's a bridge between the raw forest and the renewable industries that depend on it.